Let me do that. That fourth one. I know you.
Shout out Will Cherry, shout out my cousin Vintage, man. Y'all the shit. Shit. Give me the opportunity, man. The legends, thank y'all for being here, man. And shit. Thank God for me. You know? Shit.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And so many of you guys are like on the album and involved in different ways. So I'm just excited to play the whole thing and hear it through these speakers and experience this moment with everybody. So,
as I was working on Somewhere in Ohio, one of the most important things to me was working with all of the dopest artists, producers, and really just anybody who had a dope energy and a creative energy throughout Ohio in general, but especially in the Cleveland area where I'm from. I wanted to work with people. I wanted to do different things that could tap in with my area so I could make a project that felt like it wasn't just something for me, but it was something for us, and also something that was coming from us as a collective. So on the album and with the things that surround the album, I'm paying homage to and referencing different legends from Cleveland, like the Bone Thugs and Harmony or Kid Cudi, in different ways. And one of the biggest inspirations for this album was Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. The most important element was that I wanted to make an album that sort of felt the same way that Man on the Moon did for a lot of people, which is I want it to be the sort of album that when you listen to it, you can walk away feeling like there's a musician or just even a person out there that knows the frustrations that you have and the feelings that you have and may have the same aspirations that you have. And you're not alone in that. And it's somebody to motivate you, inspire you, and to make you feel comfortable being yourself and trying to go for something different. So from the music and how everything about how I moved through this album, it was important to me to just be myself and to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to make stuff that really matters to me and I feel like will matter to other people and hopefully matter forever.
It's easy to see. And then let me hear that because it's a middle part I'm missing. I know. Easy to see. I know it's easy to see.
Yeah, I'm right.
I already know what I know you gonna do your thing.
Yeah.
So I ain't worried.
Because I'm gonna cater to this part.
Okay.
What you mean right there? That's fire.
I think for me, the biggest thing was I wanted to feel like a debut, like a true debut. Even though I put out multiple albums before and different EPs and stuff like that, I felt like this was my best introduction that I could ever do. I feel like this album shows you who I am in a way that my previous music wasn't able to. And it also contextualizes where I'm from and, you know, my community, the artist community that I come from, which is super vibrant, as well as, you know, my collaborators and everything. Like I feel like this was the true introduction to, honestly, not just me, but the scene of Cleveland artistry at large.
All right, cool. Didn't lose nothing. Only thing I lost was my little 808 thing that I did.
The 808?
Oh, no, I didn't even do it right. No, it was like a way that I programmed it, but it's still there.
Hey, pause your part real quick. My fault, right?
Don't let it change you. Don't let it build you. Don't let it break you. How can you make it if you gotta let it make you? How you depending on them? What they ever gave you?
And then from right there, like going off of that line.
What they ever gave you?
Yeah.
You depending on them? What they ever gave you? Gave you.
Yeah.
What they ever gave you.
Alright.
That's fire, yeah.
So just like, so you just want like a scratch sequence like that?
Yeah, so I want the line to finish, and then you just start scratching off of that line until, I think it's like another, like, I don't know how many bars, maybe 4 bars.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. I'll give you a little extra. You can just pick which part you like the most.
Fire. Thank you.
Cherry. He's global. The genius. The scientist. Best album of 2024 of the decade. We gotta appreciate the legend, man. While he's still here, because he's not gonna be here long, he's gonna be somewhere across the motherfucking globe torn.
When it comes to just it being a concept album, just really middle, beginning, end, it really just ties everything together. So from a storytelling perspective, you know, really solid. Really dope vocals too, by the way. I mean, the when it comes to just the flow and whatnot, the highest points of the album is really the production. The production is really impressive on this. And it's to a point where you really go out of your way to utilize every part of the song.
What was that?
That's Sierra Delane.
Oh yeah, we all do separate things.
We all do separate.
We just coming together then.
But Sierra Delane, Will Cherry, fucking filmmaker, producer, singer, producer. I'm TJ Macklin, Peach Curls, I'm comedian, producer, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're all from here.
I heard you when I was going down.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
For sure. We went to art school. We're used to all of those bridges. You know what I mean? We're used to constantly communicating with the other artists to create something bigger. So we're like, okay, how can we fit? And we've thought of doing shows and doing all these types of events and shit. But then eventually it's like, okay, these people do this really well. How can we contribute to this process? I'm not gonna tell you. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not by me.
These motherfucking bugs.
I'm telling you, I truthfully believe if we just gave police like capsules of like worms,
Mealworms and shit, they can stop crime.
they could stop crime. You wouldn't have to do a goddamn thing.
Or an earthworm on a nigga.
Earthworms.
Stop selling crack, nigga.
The album starts with me asking to the audience, what do you want? Because I'm going to spend the entire 20-something minutes of the album's runtime telling you everything that I want. From, you know, my relationship, romantically, to my friendships, to, you know, my life with my family, to my dreams, to where I'm currently at and where I want to be. For literally everything, I'm spending the entire time telling you what I have and what I wish I had and what I'm grateful I don't have. And when it ends, the last thing you hear is the question asking the audience, what do you want? Because it's not just meant to be like my diary or something like that. It's meant to be a conversation.
A somewhere in Los Angeles would not hit like a somewhere in Ohio, or somewhere in California. It's not the same, bro. Like a somewhere in Ohio is like, I don't see nobody talking about Ohio no more than LeBron James, and his legacy about to come to a close a little bit. So like, Ohio needs new identity, man. And it's not to say that the identity that Ohio has is bad. Yeah. Because I love LeBron, I love what BK's doing, I love what Trippy's doing, I love even what Doe's doing. Like, I love that shit. However, like, two things can be true. It's still room for us, man. Only off where you at, off like how much you touch road, and because you've seen that shit when you started being like, let me go to Cleveland for these shows, let me go to state. It hits a little different because you could complain about who's not fucking with the level of intention, but say what you want, but for somebody, first impressions when you moving intentional do a lot, bro. Like, I know I'm at a point where I'm like, I know like my first impressions be hidden because from the character to what you gonna see to the look, it's all there now because it's intentional. So like, you done got to that point, and this is your first, not to say that discount anything before, but you wasn't here, right? The same way I wasn't here in the last one, right? So it's exciting shit, and like to pair that with dope ideas, like, you know, like whether it's doc, whether it's in the form of a visual presentation, an audio presentation, or the experience of just taking it in or wearing the clothing, like, bro, the cohesion in that, that's what changed shit.
Thank you, bro.
That's what's gonna do it. And doing that cohesive shit consistently, that's where you gonna put yourself on it. Like, okay, we can't keep up. That's where you lapping niggas. Like, you can't compare. Like, that's why we can't compare a Kanye to a normal nigga. Like, the nigga entity, he just bigger than niggas. So like, the way you approaching this shit is that it's like, They try to put me in a box. It's impossible. Like, you literally can't put you in a box, bro. Like.
Probably the most important song on the album to me is Fall Free, because it's a song where I talk about, you know, my parents' experiences and things that I witnessed growing up, where I felt like I saw them struggle and my dad pass away, and, you know, reflecting on how it made me feel and how in life you have these experiences where you just feel like you're struggling to find balance, or you're struggling to find, you know, new ground to stand on. And I feel like my family has experienced that a lot. And as I've become an adult and, you know, tried to better myself and grow and stuff like that, I've experienced it in my own life, in my own ways. And I wanted to make a song like Fall Free that was basically telling the audience that whatever is happening doesn't have to be the end all be all. That doesn't have to be the last page in your book. So if you do fail at something, or if you are having a tough time with something, embrace it and fall free, and then hopefully you can get back up and just continue.
Get you working out all this shit, but you standing at the top of all of this shit is even better. Yeah. That's a flex in and of itself. I think that it's dope that everybody was involved, but at the end of the day, nigga.
And that's just like kind of symbolic to niggas already know, like just the fact that you get all these people that actually you were able to motherfucking just put together something where niggas actually said they was gonna do something and they actually did it and it came together.
Yeah.
Like that's sheer respect just for like niggas already know, like, yeah.
That's true.
Cause niggas, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing shit like that.
Yeah, can't nobody can. Like nobody can. Like there's no way. Not no way, but it's highly improbable.
Yeah. It's just something in there for everybody. Even before you started making this shit, like we said something. We was talking something about like rapping, like spit, like actually rapping.
Yeah.
You started the album just rapping.
Yeah.
It's everything. Like it's shit in there for bar niggas, producers. It's perfect. It's a perfect album.
Shit is a melting pot of greatness. Yeah.
Thank you.
That shit was so good. I'm analyzing what the 3116 stand for. That gotta mean something. Like, damn.
That's that nigga address.
Yeah, like actually, dude.
And the fact that it's like relatively short, but it don't
That's
feel
a
like
long drive, my nigga. Like to get to the end and it only be 31 minutes. That's like you gave so fucking much, and it don't seem like it's overkill. It don't seem like it's drawn out. Everything just flows seamlessly.
Also with the visual art, it makes sense because a lot of the visual is him younger. Like this is him 15, 16, 20. This is him young, bro.
That's a good point.
Like it's him young. When you talk about dream deferred, he's displaying like, I know I was meant to make it already, but I haven't. But there's no giving up in you, Will, and
and he's doing it because he loves it. Like that's
hard,
as real as
Will, bro.
Yo, Doug, come on.
Will, bro.
I feel like this is definitely the most collaborative project I've ever made. And as I look through the track list, I just see all these different songs that I have these different experiences with the artists that I'm working with, from Sango to Nashe Aman to Banky to Sierra Delane to Kip Stone to Eli Orco to Lukey, even to some of the artists that don't have like an official feature credit but may just be doing background vocals, or the artists that might have contributed just an idea or a suggestion, or who may say just one word on a song, but I just wanted them to be involved, and their involvement was super important to me, and it matters in the song as well. I feel like it's more of a rare occurrence for a rapper to take the idea of, this is my project, but I want everybody on it, and I want to use them in the perfect way, and I want to give them these spotlight moments on these songs. But it's still my story, and it's still like my thing, but it's all of our thing at the same time. I feel like I grew up looking up to Kanye, and you know, with albums, particularly like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and The Life of Pablo, those are like collages of sound that had all of these different voices that would step in and provide something that was really important to the song and then step back out. And I just feel like, I don't know if I'll always make music like this, but it was super important for me to do it like this time.
So that's enough about me. Now, what do you want? What do you think? Thank you.